name's Carmen. My brother's an addict. My brother was an addict. And this morning before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we would cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we was closest. Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open up a restaurant together. We had a name, we had a vibe, all of it. My brother could make you feel confident in yourself. Like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared, I wouldn't want to do something, he'd always tell me, just face it, just get it over with. He'd always say, let it rip. He was loud and he was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability. He could walk into a room and he could take the temperature of it instantly, like he could just dial it. And I'm not built like that, man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention to school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have any boyfriends. I don't think it's funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like we just knew everything about each other, Except everybody thought that he was their best friend. He was just that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized that I didn't know anything about him, really. He stopped letting me into the restaurant a couple of years ago. He just cut me off cold, and that hurt, And I think that flipped a switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And because we had made this connection through food and he had made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was gonna work in all the best restaurants in the world, like I was gonna work in real kitchens, like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And it sounds ridiculous, me saying that now, but that's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me. I separated herbs, and I shucked oysters and clams and uni, and I cut myself. I got garlic and onions and peppers in my fingernails and my eyes. My skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my hands from the knives, and my stomach was fucked, and it was everything. And a couple years later, this funny thing happened, which is like, for the first time in my life, I started to find this station for myself. And I was fast. I wasn't afraid. And it was clear that I felt okay, you know? I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperatures, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant to stage, I'd look at them like they were competition, like, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. I felt like I could speak through the food, like I could communicate through creativity and that kind of confidence, you know, like I was finally, I was good at something that was so new and that was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that, and fuck, I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond, and the more our relationship kind of strained, the deeper I went into this and the better I got. And the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me his restaurant. And for the past couple of months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in rough shape. And I think that it's very clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family. Because that restaurant, it has and it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't ever think it ever meant